Hello, I am now offering a Kingston Deluxe, which is also called a synchromatic. It is a precision sewing machine built in Japan. What's very interesting about this machine is all the parts underneath say brother on them. So I'm going to flip the machine over so you can see. Brother, brother. Everything is brother. So it's really a brother machine that was badged as a Kingston. And it's so superbly. It is a 15 series. You can always tell a 15 series because the thread tension here is on the front plate. It's actually part of the front plate. And actually, if you look, there are initials. It says NB. I would say the B stands for brother. I'm not sure what the N stands for. It does have a light, and it has a switch. Now this is without the light, and that's with the light. Let me turn off the light behind it so you can really get a good feel. There's a ton of light, and why is because I use only LEDs. And so it's an LED 300 lumens light, so it will really be nice and bright for your work. And so you can get a feel for that. Let's look at the front for a minute. You see there's a window here that is a gauge, 0 to 5, and that is really the higher the number, the less stitches. Oops, I got that wrong. The higher the number is the longer the stitch. And this machine also does go in reverse. So you can flip it up to reverse and then back forward again. And you can see it says R for reverse, F for forward. Now this button, as you roll it, you can see it changes the number. It also lifts this up, or it enables it to come down further. Because when you make it so this is at 0 now, so it would basically stand still. You can't push it any further down. So this is a locking mechanism, but I don't want it that small. So I'm going to put it on 4 so that we can have nice big stitches and you can see how well it stitches. This is the bobbin winder, and it works great. You just push it down when you put on a bobbin, and then it will turn off when it's done. And you can see the balance wheel. There's a lot of chrome on this machine. It's a pretty teal color, and I did refinish the case in teal and cream. The top you can see from the still photos of what it looks like. Okay, so let's go ahead and stitch. So you can see how well it stitches. I'm going to go into reverse for a second, as if I were tacking. Lift up the presser foot, and let's look at those stitches. Aren't they beautiful? Perfect stitches. And there's the back. Let's see. Where'd the tack go? Oh, the tack's at that end. There's the tack. Okay, so I'm just going to do a couple more stitches so you can get a feel for how nice this machine runs. I will say one of the idiosyncrasies of this machine is it likes lots of oil at the balance wheel. So there is an oil spot right here. And about every time I get it out to use it, I have to put in some drops or it starts knocking. So it tells you if it's low on oil there. Kind of like a car engine. And so, again, you can see nice stitches. I'm not always the straightest sewer, especially since I'm doing this one-handed while I hold the camera in the other hand. The balance wheel down. Now this machine is strictly a straight stitcher, but that's 90% of what you do when you're sewing, is just straight stitch for seams. Alrighty, well, I think you can get a good feel for how pretty this stitch is and how perfect the backside is. It's just a great little machine. It does also have a, let me lift up the needle. I'm going to pull the thread out so you can see. Watch the feed dogs. See, they go down. It does have this button or knob. You just turn and it makes the feed dogs go up and down. So if you're going to do darning or free motion sewing, this is a great little machine to do that with. I did rewire the motor on this because when I got this machine, the wires were just absolutely falling apart, and so you can see the new wire. And so I actually went inside the motor and rewired it. The light wiring does have a small split there, but it's still pretty good. I didn't think it really necessitated a whole new wiring, but I did put a new end on it. Now the plug, this is a motor block. They actually do say which plug goes where. That's why I put that motor label on the motor, because if you put the motor plug in the light switch, it just goes full blast and doesn't have any regulation. So the motor plug is what is actually plugged to the foot control. Well, it decided to stop on me, but I want to show you the foot control. I did put 4 new rubber bumpers on there, and I cleaned it up, and it works fabulously. So it matches your machine, so everything goes together. It's all original. Now the motor block wiring is all brand new. So this is brand new that I purchased for this machine. I don't have a manual for the machine, but I do have a zipper foot that came with it. So that's included. And so you have this nice little spot to keep accessories. And I'm also including not only the little spool pin holder, but I made this cover for the foot control, because you never want to set, even with the rubber bumpers on the foot control, you don't want to ever set them. I'm going to leave this here for you so you can see how to thread it. I'll just cut the thread and leave it threaded, so that can help on how to thread the machine. And but you never want to put the foot pedal on the base of the machine, because even with the rubber bumpers, it will leave residue and possibly eat into the paint. Now there were some chippies, which I did touch them up with paint. I tried to match the color pretty well, and then I put varnish over it. So I should have done that knob, but anyway, it looks in pretty darn good shape. There are some little pin. Someone had put one of those sleeves. I don't know why people do that. Put your pin, people, in a pin cushion. That's what those are for, not your sewing machine. All right. Well, if you have any questions, please let me know. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I know you'll enjoy the machine. Bye.